Hello, welcome to the Introduction to Financial Management. So, here you can see that we have the corporate organization structure to be headed by the shareholders who elects the board of directors from the shareholder, and the board of directors would appoint the president or the CEO from the board of directors. So to assist the president or the CEO, we have the vice president for marketing, the vice president for finance, the vice president for production, and the vice president for administration. So on this structure, each line is working for the interest of the persons on the line above them. That since the managers of the company are making decisions for the interest of the board of directors, and the board of directors does the same for the interest of the shareholders, it always follows that the goal of each individual in a corporate organization should have an objective of the shareholders' wealth maximization. So, let's start with the work of a shareholder. So, the shareholders elects the board of directors or BOD. So, each share held is equal to one voting right. So, since the board of directors is elected by the shareholders, their responsibility is to carry out the objectives of the shareholders. Otherwise, they would not have been elected in that position. Okay? So, as we can recall, shareholders are the owners of the company. That's why they should elect a member from the shareholders that would have the same objective as what the shareholders want. Next, we have the board of directors. So, the board of directors is the highest policy-making body in a corporation. So, they are the one that approves the policy of the company or the corporation. So, their primary responsibility is to ensure that the corporation is operating to serve the best interest of the stockholders. So, what are the responsibilities of the board of directors? So, first, they set policies on investments, capital structure, and dividend policies. So, in short, they make the law on how much should a person invest to become a shareholder, what is the appropriate capital structure. So, the capital structure will be discussed later on, and the dividend policies or how the profit will be shared. So the second responsibility of the board of directors is approving company's strategies, goals, and budgets. So if the strategy, the goal, and the budget that is presented is not approved by the board of directors, then the president or the CEO should present another one until the board of directors can approve the company's strategies, goals, and budgets. So another responsibility or the third responsibility of the board of directors is that they appoint and remove members of the top management, including the president. So they have the power to remove the members on the top management from the president up to the different vice presidents. They are also another responsibility is that they are also determining the top management compensation, or how much is the salary of the president and the vice presidents. The last responsibility is that they are the one that is approving they are the one that approving the information and other disclosure reported in the financial statements. So next is the president or the chief executive officer. So of course, as stated earlier, their role is to fulfill the wants and the needs of the board of directors. So their responsibilities are the following. So first is that overseeing the operation of the company and ensuring that the strategies as approved by the board of directors are implemented as planned. So in short, they are the one that assures, parang sila yung alter ego ng board of directors na ina-assure nila na yung ina-approve nilang policy is ginagawa nung nasa lower bracket ng company. So, second responsibility of the president is that they perform all areas of management. So, they plan, they organize, they approve of the staffs, they direct and control the business. So, yung ipapresent nila sa board of directors, sila rin ang bago nila i-present, idadaan muna kay president kung sino yung mga empleyado na ipapasok. Yan, idinadaan lahat yan kay president. And lastly, they represent the company in professional, social, and civic activities. So, if ever na magkakaroon ng events ng mga company, ang unang tinitignan nila is the president. So, the president carries out the decision-making for all functions. So, it would be difficult for him or her to do this alone. Therefore, the president cannot manage the company on his own, especially when the corporation has become too big. So, to be able to assist the president, we have the different vice presidents. So first of the vice presidents, we have the vice presidents for marketing, or the vice president for marketing. So their job is to formulate marketing strategies and plans. So they also direct and coordinate the company sales. They also perform market and competitor analysis. They also analyze and evaluate the effectiveness and cost of marketing methods applied. The Vice President for Marketing also conduct or direct research that will allow the company identify new marketing opportunities. For example, the variance of existing products or services that is already offered in the market. So, they will think of a strategy or the way or a method on how would they be on top of the priority of the customers. They also promote good relationship with customers and distributors. So, in short, the Vice President for Marketing is the one who make the strategy kung paano magiging top 1 si business sa mga customers niya. So, siya yung gagawa, ano ba yung magandang strategy, ano yung magandang plano, pagdating sa sales, ano yung nangyayari sa sales ng company, tapos, i-compare niya bakit mas nagiging better yung company natin rather than sa ibang company around us. So, ano ba yung mga strategies natin na effective? Paano natin i-improve tong strategy natin na effective na or paano natin papalitan yung strategy natin na hindi effective. So that is the role of the Vice President for Marketing. Next, we have the Vice President for Production. So the Vice President for Production ensures that production meets customer demands. So they make sure that there is enough stock or enough supply for the demands of the customer. They also identify the production technology processes that minimizes production costs and make the company most competitive. So they also are required to search for new machines or equipments so that the business will have more effective and efficient production cost. So third role is that coming up with a production plan that maximizes the utilization of the company's production facilities. So, kung paano nila i-maximize yung area, yung factory na meron sila, trabaho din yun ni Vice President for Production. Kung saan ilalagay ang mga materials, kung saan ilalagay ang finished products. So, sila din ang nagpaplano nun. And lastly, they identified adequate and cheap raw material suppliers. So, naghahanap din sila ng kung saan may mas mababang raw materials. Kasi di ba mas mababa ang raw materials, mas marami kang pwedeng ma-order, mas marami kang pwedeng ma-produce. Pwedeng maging mas mababa yung price mo. Kapag mas mababa yung price mo, syempre, mas tatangkilikid ka ng tao. So the Vice President they coordinate finance and market that the collides with each other. Sure lang nila yon. Pangalawa, assist other departments in hiring employees. Ay dadaan sa kanila kung qualified in payroll preparation, payment of vendors, ngayon, ang treasury part ng administration. Tsaka, kaya 'di ba? Statement na pagdating sa expense, kapag perong ba sa administration, it is their policy work to make policy on how to collect the debts. Sa administration nilalagay. The last role that